Greetings Earthlings, I'm back with a review of a microphone that looks like a small diaphragm condenser, but it's actually a dynamic. So today we're looking at this guy, the Beyerdynamic M201 and if you do want to pick this guy up, it will set you back around $300. Like always, I'll throw some links down below. And for this review, I got the microphone connected directly to the 2i2 2nd gen with the input gain set at around 4 o'clock. Not going to do any post-processing, but I will boost it in post, so check the doobly-doo to see what I did. Now let's talk about what comes in the box. First off, everything comes in a very nice storage bag. You do obviously get the microphone, you get a foam windscreen, you get a microphone mount, which does come with a 5/8 to 3/8 inch microphone stand adapter, and you get some documentation which includes a measurement of the actual microphone that you receive. Now, as far as the build quality, this thing feels like an absolute tank, which is what you would expect because it has TG in the name. And when Beyerdynamic puts TG in the name, that means tour gear, so it better be ready to stand up to the abuses of tour. It does have an all-metal body as well as a really nice amount of weight to it. In front of the capsule or diaphragm, it does have a metal mesh grill, but it definitely does not stop any sort of plosives. And on the bottom, there is the XLR port, and that's actually it, because this is another one of those microphones that is just very bare bones and focuses on doing one thing really well. But then as far as the specs, this thing has a hypercardioid polar pattern, a frequency response of 40 Hz to 18 kHz, a sensitivity of around -58 decibels. My microphone is -59, that is so dang quiet, about the same as the SM7B, and it has an output impedance of 200 ohms. Now I'm spinning around the M201 to show you what the off-axis coloration and rejection is. We will go around to the 180-degree angle. We will continue back around to the secondary 90-degree angle, and then we will end at the front of the microphone. Now I'm typing on a keyboard with Cherry MX Blues to see how much of my voice versus how much of the keyboard it picks up. Now I'm right on top of the microphone to show you the proximity effect of this thing. About 3 inches away from the microphone, 1 foot away from the microphone, 2 feet away from the microphone, and about 4 feet away from the microphone. Now I'm sure some of you are wondering why I am wearing headphones in this review, and it is because this microphone is so bad at rejecting plosives or any kind of air that I need to make sure that I am not causing any air to hit the diaphragm. So if I look directly at the microphone and breathe out, you can really start to hear it. Or if I use, please bring pizza pronto, plosives, you can really start to hear it as well. So this does not do very well at plosives at all. Regardless, this is how the microphone sounds without the provided windscreen. And now I have thrown on the windscreen and this is how it sounds. And if I do, please bring pizza pronto, you can tell it really does reduce the amount of plosives. Still not the best performance there, but it does a pretty good job. In case you want to use this as a stage vocal microphone, I'm passing it back and forth between my hands to show you what the handling noise of this mic is. Beyerdynamic, is this the last dynamic mic I'll buy? Cause someone told me that it is, but I don't know if you're the one. The 201 to be exact. Oh my god, I hate myself. Well, throughout this entire video, we've actually been using this microphone in a use case that it wasn't specifically designed for. First up, in terms of pros, I think the tone of this microphone is a really nice standout, and the build quality of this thing is absolutely insane, and I think it will last you a really long time. But then in terms of cons, this microphone is really quiet with a sensitivity of around -58 or -59 decibels. So if you're at all concerned with preamp noise, you need to make sure you have a very nice, clean, and powerful pre in the studio. It also didn't do a very good job at plosive rejection, probably because it wasn't designed for vocal use, and it didn't do a good job with handling noise, again, probably because it wasn't designed to be handheld. Now, as far as my overall thoughts of this microphone, on the electric guitar, it definitely gives you a warmer tone, and it's not as boosted in the high end as a lot of other dynamics, so you're not going to be getting a very aggressive tone in comparison to something like the SM57. On the acoustic guitar, you can get a good amount of attack from the guitar pick as well as some added brightness if you mic it a little bit closer to the neck, but it is still a relatively dark or relatively warm sounding microphone for that instrument. And lastly, for singing and spoken word, if you are at all close to the microphone, you will end up with a very warm tone that focuses quite significantly on the low-mid section, but it does sound really nice, really smooth, and really buttery. But if you are close to the microphone, you will still have to contend with those plosives because this thing does not do good with that. So would I recommend this microphone? Well, I'll start by saying I actually really like the tone of this microphone because compared to other Beyerdynamic microphones, this has a much more neutral tone, or at least it doesn't sound as boosted in the high end. For live instrumentation, if you are looking for a warmer, less treble boosted microphone, I think this thing is incredible and I would absolutely recommend it for that. But the reason that I picked this microphone up, and the coolest use case in my opinion, is for spoken word, because you can get that really buttery smooth, warm lows and low mid section, and it does offer a decent amount of clarity, although it does still lean on the side of being a bit darker, and it does really suck with plosives, and if you get right on top of the microphone, it can get a little bit boomy or boxy due to the proximity effect. Alright, well that's actually going to do it for today, so if you found this video fun, interesting, or helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, thumbs down. Want more videos like this, go ahead and watch a couple by clicking the videos or the playlist over here. Want to hang out in the Discord server? I'll throw a link in the description, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, bye.